So imagine for a second, living in a world where truth isn't something you find, it's something you're told. A world where reality can be changed from one day to the next. Today, we are diving deep into that very idea through the eyes of one man, Winston Smith, as we explore the lessons he learns about power, reality, and what it means to be human in a world built on lies.
Right off the bat, you're hit with this. And let's be clear, this isn't just some scary slogan on a poster, it's a fact of life, a promise. It's this constant, suffocating feeling that in the superstate of Oceania, you are never, ever alone. The eyes of Big Brother are literally everywhere, listening to every whisper, watching every tiny movement, just waiting for you to slip. And this is where we meet Winston Smith, our guide through this nightmare. He's only 39, but he's already completely worn down. He's got this painful ulcer on his ankle that's a perfect mirror for the decay all around him. He lives in a place called Victory Mansions, and the irony is just dripping off that name, because nothing here feels like a victory. Especially not the fact that the elevator is, and always has been, broken.
So let's paint a quick picture of his world. He's just one guy, Winston Smith, a citizen of Airstrip 1, what used to be England, and it's all run by the party. In his apartment, there's a telescreen that never turns off, watching and listening to everything he does. And his job? It's a doozy. He works for the Ministry of Truth, where he spends his days literally rewriting history, making sure the past always aligns with whatever the party needs it to be today.
This right here is the absolute genius and the horror of Oceania. It's a concept called doublethink. The Ministry of Peace, it runs the wars. The Ministry of Plenty, it makes sure there are constant shortages. And the most terrifying one, the Ministry of Love, that's where they torture and brainwash you. It's a world where words mean the exact opposite of what they say. War is peace, freedom is slavery. You get the idea.
So, let's start with Winston's first big lesson, his first parable. And it's not something he reads in a book. It's something he lives every single day. It all comes back to that broken elevator.
Think about that daily climb. 7 flights of stairs. It's more than just an inconvenience. It's a form of control. Every single step is like a little sermon from the party, drilling it into your head that there is no easy way up. There's no escape. The very idea of progress is a fantasy, and the only path you can take is the hard one they've laid out for you. And here's the real mind bender. It's not enough for the elevator to be broken. The party's ultimate goal is to make you believe it was never supposed to work at all. They want to completely erase the memory, the expectation that things could be better. It's not just about controlling your body, it's about conquering your hope.
But even in a world this bleak, you can still find these tiny flickers of defiance. So now, we're going to rewind a bit. Let's go back with Winston to a memory from 4 years earlier. A memory that taught him a really painful lesson about truth and the party's power to define it.
Just picture it. Winston's in a small village on Halloween. There's a huge harvest moon in the sky. He's there on official business, of course, to basically sterilize the town's history for the party. But he sees kids carving pumpkins, and in this rare, beautiful moment, he feels a spark. He finds a little pumpkin and carves it himself, putting a candle inside. A small, simple act of personal creation.
In a world of total gray uniformity, this little candle was a huge deal. It was a tiny act of rebellion. It was Winston quietly saying, "I exist outside of you. I am here, and I can create my own light. I choose what I see." It was his own little truth in a world built on official lies.
But of course, it doesn't last. A party messenger shows up, and he doesn't use a weapon to stop Winston. He uses something far more powerful. Logic. Party logic. He calls the candle illogical, inefficient, a waste. And he orders Winston to make it unfact, to erase it. And just like that, the light is gone.
And that's the real lesson for Winston. This is the true power of the party. They don't just put out the candle. They have the power to declare it never should have existed in the first place. They control the very definition of light, and they can erase any truth that doesn't fit their narrative.
That memory of the snuffed-out candle never really leaves him. It just sits there, simmering, and it eventually fuels a much bigger act of rebellion, one that will lead him to challenge the party's most sacred weapon, its total control over language itself. So, let me ask you, in a world with constant surveillance, endless war, and literal thought police, what do you think the most dangerous object could possibly be? Is it a gun? A bomb? Nope. It's something much, much quieter and infinitely more powerful. This is it, a single, fragile, torn page from an old dictionary. But on this piece of paper is a word the party has been trying to wipe from existence for years: freedom. And here it is, a physical piece of evidence that a truth exists outside of their control. Holding on to this idea, this forbidden knowledge, Winston commits the ultimate crime. He finds a diary. And in secret, he writes down this simple, undeniable truth. It might seem like a small thing, but in a world where the party can declare that 2 + 2 = 5, just writing this down, well, that's a declaration of war.
But as you can probably guess, in Oceania, there is absolutely no room for a war of one. Winston's quiet, personal rebellion was never going to go unnoticed, and the party was about to deliver its final, brutal sermon.
And then it happens. The thought police arrive. It's swift, it's violent. They literally shatter a glass paperweight he cherished, a little symbol of the past, and with it, they shatter any hope he had for a future. The quiet rebellion is over, and something much, much worse is about to begin.
He's taken to the one place everyone fears, the Ministry of Love. And here, the party begins its final lesson. Through systematic torture and brainwashing, they don't just want to break his body, they want to completely dismantle his mind. Their goal isn't just to make him obey Big Brother. They want to rewire his very soul until he genuinely, truly loves him.
And so Winston's entire journey leaves us with this really chilling question. It's a powerful reminder of how deeply connected our language is to our reality. It makes you wonder, if you erase the words we use to define something like freedom, do you eventually erase the idea itself? What do you think?